Big John Hartson is fired. A loaded Celtic rupture claim is coasting players and Brendan Rodgers hit with brutal double whammy. Welcome back to Fog Football, of course. What a weekend it was. What a weekend it was. Across the board, not only did we have Celtic losing with the League Cup final, we had Raith Rovers taking on Dundee, picking up a fantastic result. And among more things, now I think the Scottish Premiership was a bit bland outside of the Hearts Celtic game, and because there was there was 4 goals in the top flight. I mean, that's pretty poor. A lot of nil-nils, 1-nils in there. But obviously Celtic were going to make the headlines after their devastating display. Santa Claus was booed. John Hartson was given his 2 cents for here, man. And you know what? I think there is an element of their coasting, but I think Brendan Rodgers has got to take a lot of the blame, to be honest, because some of his substitutions were just absolutely immense. And as you can see, he says, two things possibly going wrong at Celtic. The players are coasting, and some of them think they are better than what they are. Secondly, the players are not putting everything in for the manager. End of tweet there for Big John Hartson. And what players think they're better than what they are? I think the problem as well is that the signings that they've made just haven't made them better. You've got the likes of, because their signings are not that good. You do have the likes of Forrest continuously being in there. Mikey Johnston. I think Luis Palma is really the only signing I think they've made in the summer that I think has properly improved that team. In saying that, if Yota and Maida weren't out for so long, would Palma be starting ahead of them? And again, well, I mean, that's the thing about his career at Celtic's probably done. Maida, though, he's been a miss. Kyogo, I mean, that's all on Brendan Rodgers. He's just not the fox in the box anymore. He's the man at the edge of the box, then nothing. He's so deep, Kyogo, and Celtic not utilising who has been the best striker in this league for the past 2 seasons. This season, you can't say he's been the best striker in the league because he's been nullified. And he's been nullified by Celtic themselves, and that's the problem. But John Hartson getting absolutely stuck in, and Rodgers taking blame, players taking blame. The players are not putting in everything from the manager. But talking to Luis Palma, I mean, he subbed off Palma for Burnaby. To me, that's almost unacceptable. Burnaby, who has pretty much got no future at Celtic, I think they'll be looking to move him on. Kind of similar to Rangers, where they've got Yilmaz, but I think Yilmaz is better than him. And Hartson has floated two potential theories. So there's been a drop off. I've already told you them. They're coasting. Are Celtic coasting? I think there is an element of that. We've been saying all season here on this channel that they've been really poor. I think they are. I think they are really poor. I mean, there have been a lot of late goals. Look at St Mirren, they were 1-0 down. Came back. St Johnstone, they went 1-0 down. All right, come back and won 3-1. There's been numerous games at home where they've just not really offered much. There's been very few games this season where Celtic have actually been, up to task and good. Now, I look at the games that they have been good in. I mean, I think the Feyenoord game, they won 2-1, but like people say, I mean, it was a dead rubber, but here, it's a Champions League win. Of course, Champions League wins are more important than lifting silverware. That's what they would have you believe, but, Kelly pies on the table last Monday, jam tarts on the table this Monday. And that's where we're going to leave this video, guys. John Hartson in a meltdown.